What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of NCAA Imperial Challenge. Now, as you see, we have some land that has been taken over, and I cannot wait to get back into it and see who will be the next teams to get more land. So let's get it started. And the first team that will be trying to take some territory in the third episode will be California. Let's see who they are going to have to play. And California is going to have to be going southeast. Southeast for Cal will be Stanford. So our first matchup is going to be California versus Stanford. And this game is called the big game for a reason. Let's see if Cal can come in here and upset their rival Stanford. And if they can't, that means Stanford gets the top of California. And let's see who can get the win here today. And at halftime, Stanford is winning 10-7, close game here. Let's see what happens in the third quarter. And with 2 minutes left, California is down 6 points. A touchdown takes the lead, and on 3rd and 3, he throws to a wide open receiver, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty close game here. And their quarterback is going to take off. He is wide open as Green gets a first down. It's a handoff right up the middle, and he gets it to the 1-yard line. California is knocking on the door to get a first down, or the lead, should I say, not a first down. I mean, they can still get a first down, actually. But let's see if they can get in the end zone to take the lead and see if Stanford can answer. And they get into the end zone untouched. They tie the game. They have to make the field goal here. Let's see if they can take the lead and see if Stanford can score with under a minute left. He goes up, and it is good. California has a 1-point lead, but Stanford has 1 minute with 3 timeouts left, and all they need is a field goal to win. Let's see if they can pull out the miracle here. They're taking way too much time here. Why are they letting the clock run down? This makes absolutely no sense. You're losing by 1 point and you need to get into field goal range, and you let the clock go down from 40 seconds to 15? And then you do that? Like, what? Oh my God, this game is broken. And the California Golden Bears get the big game win as they win 14-13. They won by 1 point. What a close game. Which means California is going to be taking Stanford's territory here. What a crazy game that was. But Cal does get the win, and it takes over Stanford's territory, who has been eliminated from contention. There are now only 5 teams left in California. And let's see who the next team is that will be taking on to try to get some more territory. It is going to be the Cincinnati Bearcats, and they will be heading northeast. Cincinnati Bearcats will be heading northeast, and it looks like they will be taking on Ohio State. And here we are to see if Cincinnati can get the upset against Ohio State. I don't know if they'll be able to, but I mean, Georgia Tech did beat Georgia, so you never know what could happen. And at halftime, Cincinnati is only down 6, which is more surprising and a lot better than I thought they would be doing. And it did not end close as Ohio State pulled away in the second half and absolutely smacked Cincinnati. It does look like Ohio State will pick up the win against Cincinnati, and Cincinnati has been eliminated from contention. And the next team to try to take some territory is going to be the Boise State Broncos. And let's see where they're going to be heading. They're going to be going southeast. Southeast for the Boise State Broncos is going to be Utah State. And this one wasn't even close. I don't know what's wrong with the field, but it doesn't matter because Boise State wins 37-17. And that does mean Boise State will pick up Utah State's territory. Look at that. A lot of blue over here in Utah, because Utah State has been eliminated. And the next team to play to try to get some territory is going to be the UAB Dragons. I think they're called the Dragons. I'm not too sure. Let's see where they're going to be going. And it does look like they will be going southeast. And the way that the arrow is pointing, UAB will be playing against Auburn. And I did figure out that the UAB team is called the Blazers, not the Dragons, but here we are in Auburn. Let's see if they can pull off the upset. There's only been one upset in this Imperialism challenge, and that was Georgia Tech versus Georgia. We need one more. And at the end of the first half, it's only a 10-point game, which is very surprising, but I feel like Auburn is about to pull away here. And with a minute 30 left, UAB is only down 6 points. Let's see if UAB can pull off the upset here as they are driving down the field and their quarterback gets sacked. It's going to be 3rd and 15. It's going to be hard for them to keep going, but gotta have faith with you of the Blazers. And they're going to run it on 3rd and 15. I don't know what kind of decision that was. It's 4th and 10. They're going to have to go for it here. Here we go, 4th and 10, and it's incomplete. And it looks like they are not going to get the win or the upset, but Auburn will keep going. And UAB had a chance, but they could not get it as they are going to lose to Auburn 23-17. And with that, Auburn will be taking UAB's territory and joins Alabama as the only team in Alabama to take territory, as UAB has been eliminated. And let's see who will be the next team to take on and try to get some land. It will be the Bowling Green Eagles. I think that's what they're called. And in which direction are they going to be going? They're going to be going straight north. And by going straight north, Bowling Green will be going to take on Toledo. And as Bowling Green comes into Toledo to take on the Rockets, this is a battle for I-75. Let's see who can come out on top of this rivalry. And at half, Bowling Green had a 14-0 lead. Toledo came back, scored 17 unanswered, went 17-14, and Bowling Green has just scored a touchdown. Let's see how close this game will be at the end. And with a minute 45 left, Toledo is down by 7. All they have to do is score a touchdown and they will tie the game up. Let's see if they can do it. Quarterback takes it off on a huge run. What a gain for their quarterback. Does back to pass. He's going to take off again. He gets another big gain. Trucks the man, fumbles it, but he was out of bounds. And it's the handoff to the running back, and he has a huge hole. Another big gain. It looks like Toledo wants this win. Snaps the ball with a minute left. He runs and gets laid out right before he gets in the end zone. Timeout Toledo with a minute left to see if they can get in the end zone. 3rd and goal. He throws the ball and is caught for a touchdown. An extra point away from tying the game with 54 seconds left. Let's see if Bowling Green can get down there and kick a game-winning field goal. He's going to take off and run. If he doesn't score here, they're going to go into overtime. And in the first overtime, Toledo gets the ball first. They're going to hand the ball off on 1st and 10, and what a good game. Another handoff into the end zone, and they take a touchdown lead. Let's see if Bowling Green can answer. To read option, quarterback keeps, and he has a huge hole. Gets to the 2-yard line, and it's a handoff. And he slows down a little bit, but he ends up getting into the end zone as we are going to go to double overtime. And they run it, and they lose yards. It's going to be a hard field goal. Let's see if they can make it. The kick is up, and it is no good off the upright. Toledo has the chance to win it with just a field goal here. So here's a field goal for Toledo to put themselves into position to get more territory. The kick is up, and it is good, and Toledo will win and take Bowling Green's territory. And with that, Toledo does pick up the win against Bowling Green to take their territory. And them and Ohio State both have territory, more territory in Ohio, as Bowling Green has been eliminated. So who will be the next team to try to take some territory? It is going to be the USC Trojans. Let's see who they have to go play. And let's see who they're going to have to go play. They are going to be going northeast, a little bit northeast, more east than northeast. And it looks like we get the big rivalry to begin USC's chances to take over more land, as they will have to be facing UCLA, and whoever wins this gets a huge chunk. And in the battle of the Victory Bell, the USC Trojans will be coming into UCLA to try to get a win against their biggest rival. And I hope to God that USC can win this game. And at halftime, USC is up 14-10. Let's hope they can keep it up. And USC ends up getting the Victory Bell as they do beat UCLA 28-21. And with that, USC does take UCLA territory, just like I always wanted. And USC has a huge chunk of California now, as UCLA has been eliminated. And let's see what next team is going to try to take some territory away today. It is going to be the Penn State Nittany Lions. And in which direction are the Penn State Nittany Lions going to go? They are going straight north. Going straight north means they will be going into Temple to see if they can take a huge chunk of New York and Pennsylvania. And in this game, the Penn State Nittany Lions are going to be taking on the Temple Owls in a rivalry game, and I don't think Temple really has much of a chance, but you never know. It happens. And at the half, it looks like Temple did get a game-tying touchdown, but they missed extra points, so they're going to be down 1 with 2 quarters left. And with 3 minutes left, Temple has the ball, down 2 points. Let's see if they can score and take the lead and almost get the upset against Penn State. So they hand off the ball, and number 28 gets a big gain. It's going to be 4th and 1. They're probably going to have to kick a field goal. It looks like they are going to kick the field goal to put them up by 1 point. Let's see if he can make it. He goes up, and it is good. They do have a 1-point lead. Let's see if their defense can hold them. And on 3rd and 9, Penn State has the ball. If they get a first down, they can keep it going. But if Temple can stop them here, that would be huge for their upset bid, as he throws the ball incomplete. What an awful pass, as this is going to be 4th and 9. Let's see what decision they make. They are going to punt the ball and hope that they can get a stop. It is now 3rd and 8. Temple has the ball. If Penn State can get a stop and force a kick here or a punt, it'll be huge for them, and it looks like they're not going to, as Temple picks up the first down and Penn State has no timeouts. So I think Temple is going to upset Penn State. The upset-minded Temple Owls do beat Penn State as they win 22-21. And with that, Temple gets a huge chunk of land from the Penn State Nittany Lions, as they have half of Pennsylvania, half of New York. That is crazy territory for Temple, as Penn State has been eliminated. And who is going to be the next team to try to take territory? It is going to be the Washington Huskies. And where is Washington going to go? They are going to go southwest. And the Washington Huskies are going to go southwest to play Oregon State. And in a Pac-12 rivalry, we got Washington taking on the Oregon State Beavers. Let's see who can get this victory. And at half, Oregon State has a 14-10 lead. And with a minute 20 left, Oregon State is down by 1 and they have the ball near the red zone. Let's see if they can take the lead. And there's a screen pass is blocked up beautifully, and a truck by number 6 as they get into 1st and goal. And it's a read option, and their quarterback takes it in, takes the lead untouched. What a play call. And they are going to go for 2 to put them up by 7 here. It's a pass play, and he's going to keep it and get it. It's going to be a 7-point game. Let's see what Washington can do with a minute left. And let's see if Washington can go down to tie the game up here. And it looks, oh, it could have been a loss, but he broke away. And it's going to be 2nd and 9. And it's a run play, and they do lose yards. It's going to be 3rd and 14. And on 3rd and 14, he airs the ball out, and it is almost intercepted. But it's going to be 4th and 14 with 44 seconds left. Let's see if Washington can... Oh, they're going to go for it here. I mean, that's going to be hard, but they're going to. Let's see if they can get, it's going to be a screen pass on 3rd and 14. These coaches are dumb. And the Oregon State Beavers do pull off the win against Washington and get half of Washington. And with that, Oregon State has taken over half of the state of Washington by beating the Washington Huskies, and that means the Washington Huskies are eliminated. And let's see who is going to be taking some land in the next one. It will be the Louisville Cardinals. And the Louisville Cardinals will be going northwest. And if Louisville is going northwest, it looks like they'll be playing against Indiana. All right, here we are in Indiana. Let's see if Louisville can get the win and take some of Indiana, or is Indiana going to take some of Kentucky? And at half is a 10-point game as Indiana is leading. It is a 3-point game. Louisville is up or down 26-23 with a minute left. Let's see if they can go down, tie the game, or take the lead. And they fumble it. Louisville fumbles the ball with no timeouts, and Indiana picks it up, and that's gonna do it. And after that costly fumble, Louisville does lose 26-23. And with that, Indiana does pick up the victory and pick up the land in Louisville, Kentucky, as Louisville has been eliminated from contention. And for our last competition today, let's see who's going to be the last team to try to take some territory in this video. It is going to be the North Carolina State Wolfpack, who is playing Virginia Tech in basketball right now, and I hope they lose both games. And where is North Carolina State going to be going? They are going to be going northeast. And northeast for North Carolina State will be against East Carolina. And in our last match for today, the North Carolina State Wolfpack are going to come into ECU and try to take their territory that they have already earned in the first episode, or second. And at halftime, East Carolina is up 13-10. And East Carolina cannot get the win as North Carolina State comes in and wins 37-34. And North Carolina State picks up some territory in North Carolina and in Virginia as they take ECU's land that they earned in the previous episode, and ECU has now been eliminated. And at the end of day 3, this is what the map looks like. As you can see, Temple has a huge bit of land over there in the east, and USC and Oregon State have gotten new land over there in the west. So hopefully next episode we can see a little bit more of the map fill out and getting chunks of land. But that'll be for the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you did, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.